I'm out of Bravado. It's on a WR250R. You probably want to see a lot more of that, but trying to do a great introduction to it. So we'll see how that turns out. But today for you I have an oil change. And I just wanted to take a quick look. Don't worry, the engine's nice and cold. To me it looks like total sludge. Could be wrong. That's what it looks like in the dark. And in the light of day, it looks like total sludge as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to the D.E. Nichols channel. Autobravado.com. On your Yamaha, I do recommend doing just a little bit of a clean off, especially if you ride dirt as much as I do. It's not like it's underneath the hood of an engine, because dirt tends to build up around here. Gee, you'd think you'd change your oil and have something to track the dirt. Just to be careful not to get any dirt in the engine. That's just hand tight, it's pretty easy. I'll set this aside for a second. Now I keep enjoying my new quarter-inch Duralast set. It actually was able to do all but the hard jobs, being quarter-inch, and I'll be using it today to take things apart. Now, I do recommend you get yourself an inch-pound stick, because they recommend something like 7 foot-pounds of torque. And I actually do it in inch-pounds, which is 84 inch-pounds, with my torque stick, which you'll see at the end. And I probably could have just taken it off with this, but I felt like showing off the Duralast smooth action. Feeling good about it. They had it on Christmas special. Sorry I didn't announce that ahead of time, so you guys could get in on the action, because I think the deal's over now. But still a good kit for 30 bucks. And I know I don't need it yet, but take the big number up to 80 inch-pounds, 84. And I'm glad I did this, because last time I would have actually put it on too soft. So that is going to be used to reinstall. And no, this doesn't come in the set. I'm just enjoying the new set, that's all. Oil's starting to leak out. The oil actually looks pretty clean to me, so maybe I was overreacting. And it looks like it's a 12-inch down here. I'll be sure to get you a better shot of that. I might need a bigger wrench. Plus I'm being awkward not getting oil on me from the filter going here. Yeah, I'm going to need a little more force to pop that. Did a lot of riding today. Maybe I'm just feeling weak. Yeah, I was ready to go. Right. And I'll have a rag ready to get oily. So if you want perfect order of operations, I'd probably recommend doing the filter second, because it does make it be in a little way for the plug, unless you want to switch sides of the bike. But looks pretty clean in there, but I'm still going to be careful and hit it with just a skosh of brake clean. I hope I didn't get the camera. So get that cleaned up. Looks good. Yeah, looks pretty good. Set that aside as well very carefully. Now this filter this time doesn't have any gobs in it, so maybe that was some of the effect of it Just first breaking in, using it on my 1/4 inch to find a way to hook that. And yeah, looks like a healthy engine, right? Just dirty. That's okay. Well, it's supposed to get dirty and take care of the engine. Now, something I like to do that not everyone necessarily likes to do is I like to first get a little more oil off my hand so it doesn't burn off the exhaust later. I wouldn't recommend doing this if you work in a shop, but let's get it into gear. That'll make it a lot easier to stop moving around on me. Alright, but if you pull it over, you can dump that out. Yeah, no, not a great camera angle, but just trying to clean the last bit of oil out. And it's worse to leave brake clean in than not, so. And of course you want your surface clean. And we're ready for the new oil filter, which I almost crushed moving stuff around. Letters go out, this side goes back. There we go, that looks good. Because if you look at it, they put a tab there to help you remember that there's only one good way for it to go in. Now, I don't recommend doing this with the Matco tool. It's very powerful, but if you stop, trigger it. So yeah, do as I say, not as I do. You should never use a power tool to start a nut. I just have a lot of confidence to be gentle. Because remember, I'm finishing this with a torque wrench. I already sent to 84 inch-pounds, which should be really close to right. Snap it in place. And as it seals on, as you heat and cold cycle it, you'll find that it was a lot easier to put on than to take off. And unlike last time, I'll be a very good prepared person. And our 12mm is going to put the bottom bit back on. Nice and easy. Now, because a gallon will be very hard to get the right amount in, I'm going to go ahead and pour it into a smaller quart to get the measurement a little bit better. Really careful to fish out that little washer to put on the screw or the oil drain plug. And now we're all ready to put oil in. No, because even though I just cleaned it yesterday for Joe's oil change on his Honda 250L, got a little bit dirty again. And while that looks great if I were to advertise for Yamaha, I'm going to turn it where I can see how much is in there so I don't overfill the sucker. Something like 1.5 quarts, so I'll be able to use this gallon, which I got on Amazon for a better deal than my local shop. It's still an American company, but it is sold by the gallon, and that's less convenient for most people. Now Joe tried a new oil out. It's a 50/50 Sin Blend by Maxima. It's supposed to be really good for motorcycles. It's just as cold tonight probably as it was last night, but that stuff poured really slow. So even though it's called 1040, it's really thick. So it might just have more additives in it or something. That's my 1/4 quart down. I need about another 1/2 quart in there, which I can easily measure. On 3 lines up, is that 1.3? And now I'm just under. I'd rather need to add a little than take some out. Taking out is pain in the keister. Regardless, I'm going to start the engine before I trust my measurement, because there's no need to check before you start the engine, because that amount of oil is going to be different than after the oil has gone through the engine. And then I can use my sight glass where the hash marks up top when the bike is level says full and the bottom is bottom of okay. Just be really always fastidiously clean with your engine, and I could be done. If you're in your garage, don't smoke up the place. Let's start her up. I should use the brake when I get on. It's more correct. I have to pick the kickstand up because it's reversible. Already felt it do its thing. Felt the oil get through. It sounded right. Now we'll check oil level, which is easier with the buddy. Now I usually pull on the exhaust to check this. I should still be able to do that because it shouldn't be too hot. I started for an instant. I have a cold engine. I don't even see the oil in there, so that 1.3 liters on the side is hogwash. I thought it was more like closer to 2, but that's alright, whatever. Alright guys, you don't need to see me keep adding until we find out. I should have Googled it. I forgot how much goes in just since the last oil change. Alright guys, that's what it looks like, topped off nice. Take it really slow. When I did a full liter and then a 1/2 quart, it showed at the bottom. I barely poured and it actually looked like that. So have to take a little oil off, but that's how it should look at the end, and there you go. People look up how to change your oil in the motorcycle a lot. My Yamaha XT600 oil change, I was surprised how popular that video was. So here's to putting up what apparently people need, and I'll move on to more interesting stuff. Guys, seriously, having a motorcycle, even riding straight is great, but I really enjoy the dirt, especially as I've gotten better at it and fallen over less and broken less stuff. But it has been a pleasure. I enjoy it so much the last couple of months. That's why there's a few weeks here and there that I didn't produce videos, because I was getting out there and playing on something. But that's alright. It's winter season, it's been raining, I got time to edit and sit in the garage and get stuff done, so I just really appreciate you guys. I just produced the Christmas reflections, and even though it's one of my least popular videos every year, people come out and share the holiday spirit with me, and I'm overflowing with happiness with your guys' responses, so appreciate you guys. Take care.